with wide receivers. So, Evan, what makes a wide receiver safe to you? This should be a layup.
I mean, it should be a layup, right? We're talking target consolidation. We're talking high volume targets. We're talking primary option in an offense, period. Tight ends can be primary options in the offenses. Just go back to Trey McBride this past season. Very simple. You're looking for somebody that they're going to in third down situations, somebody that they're looking to get involved in the game early, somebody that can break the long touchdowns. We saw it perfectly this past season with a couple of players. And targets, I mean, look, if you're going to tell me a wide receiver has over 150 targets, odds are they're going to be in contention, if not already putting up wide receiver one, not wide receiver one overall, but wide receiver one numbers.
Yeah, I love just follow the targets, enjoy the ride. The quarterback play will figure itself out. Just bet on the talent because targets are earned. Jake, what is your vision for a safe wide receiver? Is it a lot of the same things?
Yeah, I can't really get too different here. If you're a good route runner with solid hands and can do what a coach wants you to do on the field, you're going to have a job. I mean, Keenan Allen, prime example, truthfully was never the best wide receiver in football, was always slower than a lot of people, but the dude ran routes like it was his job because it was. Funny how that works.
Weird.
But like ran routes at an elite level, great hands, not going anywhere. Guy like Davante Adams, another guy who, even as he ages, even though he's clearly not got the same top end of his speed that he's previously had, great route runner, solid hands. Guys like that stick around forever. So truthfully, that's my number one thing when it comes to prospect evaluation. Physical talents are obviously super, super important, especially when it comes to evaluating kind of the high end guys. But it's a reason why I have a guy like Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver one, versus Tet McMillan. Emeka is a far more refined route runner. He can run any route that you need him to. That kind of thing sticks in the NFL and produces even at really high levels. I mean, look at Ladd. Like Ladd was clowned on. Dad's for Ladd out here. But I mean, the guy runs routes he's an elite route runner with good physicals and good hands. That will score points and that will be on a football field for 10 years.
Yep. Ladd McConkey and Emeka Egbuka probably both going to end their career with, let's just pencil in like 1,100 targets, 10,000 receiving yards, probably fit them for Gold Jackets now. But
down.
Same boat. We just want to see separators that are earning targets with that. Evan, who are some safe wide receivers for you? I know Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Let's trickle on down the list a little.
How far do you want to go? Because it seems like I've always been at the top here. We're gonna say the top, and then I'll let you guys work down the list a little bit. Perfect. Here. So I will shout out Puka Nacua. Target consolidation. That is the offense for target consolidation. It could be very real that Puka Nacua and Davante Adams combine for 48 to 50% of the total targets for Matthew Stafford this year. And if that's the case, they're both probably getting 150 plus targets. We saw, the Cooper Cup game last year when Puka was out, that was like 22 targets or something like that. If Adams or Puka ever gets hurt, so maybe I'll say both of those guys, whichever wide receiver is on the field when there isn't one of the other ones on the field, I mean, that's an absolute smash play. Like, you do not have to think when it comes to starting either of those wide receivers, and they're just home runs every single time. You look at Puka Nacua, I think he was second in points per game last year behind Jamar Chase, if I remember correctly here, outscoring Justin Jefferson points per game. That's huge. Plays in a dome. Everybody loves playing in a dome because we know wide receivers that play in domes score a lot of points.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about those bad weather games when it's December and you're in the playoffs because you followed, listened, and liked this episode. Jake, who is your safe wide receiver?
I'm going to name a couple just because I can, and you can't stop me.
Okay.
You do have the ability to mute my mic. But I have a tier of wide receivers in my rankings that have almost all of these guys over consensus rank, and it's because of the skill sets that I just mentioned. But it's Garrett Wilson, Brandon Ayuk, Drake London, DJ Moore. These are guys that every single time they've been on the football field, they earn targets at a high rate. They're all extremely talented route runners. Some of them have more after the catch ability than others. Some of them have been misused. DJ Moore last year, Shane Waldron, you're an idiot. Oh, excuse me. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, just guys who get on the field, get open, maintain roles for years to come. Some of these guys have contracts. Some of them don't. I don't care. If Garrett Wilson leaves the Jets after this year, one, they're making a giant mistake. Two, it's probably better for him and he gets to go to competent quarterback play. But that level of talent, like Drake London, probably the most hated guy coming into 2024 in a lot of ways, just because people didn't think the upside was there. Mm-hmm. Sometimes upside is a little bit overrated. And a guy like Drake London earning so much volume so consistently, you're going to have those high upside games regardless.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. He's not the sexy, like, you're watching Red Zone and Jamar Chase just breaks off a 90-yard touchdown. And you're like, well, there's my week for fantasy. I'm playing against him. You're not going to get that with Drake London, but you might get a 2-touchdown game off of, 11 targets for 9 catches and only like 45 yards. But that's okay because it's a PPR league and that'll cook.
But hey, I mean, you even have guys like DJ Moore, like kind of the perpetual, he just needs this, he just needs this, he just needs this guy. And then he gets 1 year with Justin Fields and pumps off 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, kind of puts it all together, playing in a role that we hadn't really seen him play before. But he got the chance to play in an offense that fit his skill set, which is kind of everything. If Drake London is the next DJ Moore, fine by me.
Yeah, no, I support that. This is going to be your faces while I say this next name. It's not sexy. It's not fun. You're just going to, snooze on the back of your couch, and that's okay. But I want to talk to you guys about Jakobi Meyers. Yeah. We're talking about a safe wide receiver. Jakobi Meyers, the last time he had was on pace for less than 100 targets. 1 year he got 96. I'm deeply sorry, but he was hurt. 2020. If you're going to get a receiver that can get 100 targets, and right now he's going on Fantasy Calc for somewhere a late second and early third, shout out to Fantasy Calc. That's an easy buy for me, and that's the kind of player that you want. It's not going to be that high upside wide receiver 1 season, but it's going to be a very safe PPR floor. And with Geno Smith in town, that is a huge, huge upgrade. Look, if he is putting up, what did he put up? 129 targets, 1,027 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that was with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew taking turns comparing their mustaches, which they were fantastic. I think Jakobi Meyers is going to do for a career year, and I can't wait to see it. Go buy him low.
Another guy in the same mold, Michael Pittman, same kind of guy. 2020 is the only year he didn't get or pace for 100 targets, and a guy who just consistently puts up solid numbers.
Yep.
Is he going to be wide receiver 1 overall? No, but he's going to be a high-end wide receiver 2, assuming his back doesn't continue to disintegrate, apparently. That was also the funniest moment of the year. We all get the notification. Michael Pittman out for the season, back injury. A day later, Michael Pittman is starting.
Built different. And I want receivers that are built different because he refuses to quit. I just hope his, spine is okay. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Football RPG Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to check out written content, head over to lastwordonsports.com.
Don't let the goblins get you.